The Week in Review with David Davis.
I think our party has lost its sense of self. If I can compare it to being in the Glastonbury audience when Paul McCartney was playing his set, we indulged all those new tunes, but what we really wanted was the good old stuff that we all knew the words to. Low tax, small state, personal responsibility.
Well, welcome to the Week in Review, number 9. This week is frankly all going to be about one subject. We've got a leadership contest after the departure of Boris. You may remember I called for him some 6 months ago. Now it's happened. And I'm supporting one of the candidates in the leadership battle, which will decide who our next Prime Minister is from September the 5th of this year, about 5 or 6 weeks' time, really. My candidate, the person I'm supporting for this, is Penny Mordaunt. I spent several days trying to work out as carefully as I could the person who would meet the ethical requirements, who would meet the competence requirements, the courage requirements, the experience requirements, and who had an imaginative vision for the country. And I tried to do that as dispassionately as possible. You always want to support your best friend. And really, what I've done this week is put together some clips so you can see my views on this, how I came to them, and what I hope will happen.
She has just been given a very big endorsement from a very big beast in the party, former Cabinet Minister, senior MP David Davis, who joins me now to explain why he is back in Penny. So, David, thanks for joining us on Sky News. So, why did you take this decision?
Well, I've been saying for days, as I've been thinking through the process, what do we need? We need high integrity. We can't afford any more scandals after the last 2 years. She's a woman of incredible integrity. I've known her for years as a minister. We need high competence. We've got really difficult problems coming on the economic front and other fronts too. And she's formidably competent. I served with her as a cabinet minister. At the great showdown at Chequers, she was both brave, she was on the Brexit side, and she was the most effective person taking part. She's fantastic in the House of Commons. If anybody wants to watch her take on Angela Rayner, they should look on YouTube. It's an amazing performance. But most of all, she's got a vision for Britain. She's a patriot. She knows what she wants to put across. She knows what sort of conservatism she stands for. And as a result, she's popular in Scotland. She's popular in Red Wall Street. She's popular with the younger voters. And actually, she's the person who's most likely within the party to actually beat Rishi Sunak. So
She's very good at having a vision for the country. She's a patriot. She wants a new growth strategy, which I, of course, agree with. That's one of the reasons I don't agree with Rishi Sunak. And she's really competent. I've seen her in operation in cabinet. She was a cabinet minister alongside me. When the great showdown at Chequers happened, she was brave and stood up for the Brexiteer stance, and she made a formidable input there. She was actually literally the most articulate in the room. So it's a formidable lady and a formidable potential Prime Minister.
One of Penny Mordaunt's supporters is the man beaten to the Conservative leadership by David Cameron 17 years ago. You've seen a few of these kind of launches. I'd want to see yourself.
Absolutely. I can tell you how nerve-wracking they are. I've seen dozens. That was the best I've ever seen. She's a real star.
Morning.
How are you?
Are there any circumstances where she would be brave enough to take on the independence argument in another referendum?
Well, the referendum thing I can't answer for you at this point. It's too early. Scotland will stay inside the United Kingdom for as long as it wants to stay inside. And it's our job to make it want to stay inside. And Scots are rational people. If they think it's in their best interest, they'll vote to stay.
You, of course, have famously run for Tory leadership before, not running this time. You, though, have decided to back Penny Mordaunt, the International Trade Minister, who has been something of a revelation in this campaign as one of the leading contenders, well above some very senior figures currently or previously in the cabinet. Why are you supporting Penny?
Well, I think her performance today reflects her qualities, frankly. I mean, We hear from all sorts of people what leadership skills they have, what command skills they have, you know, what fantastic people they are. I've actually seen Penny in operation. On the day we had the huge showdown at Chequers, the one that led to my resignation, effectively changed the history of the kingdom, she was the best performer. You know, when 20-odd cabinet ministers were supporting Theresa May, she stepped in, bravely defended the Brexit cause, and did actually, in my view, made the best arguments of the day.
Well, thank you for watching. Uniquely, this has been a one-subject week in review because it's dominated the entire news cycle of the whole week. So for once, I hope you'll forgive us for talking simply about the leadership contest, because it is important. It's going to choose the next leader of the Tory party, but the next Prime Minister of our country. And that Prime Minister is going to face some really difficult challenges, economic challenges, international challenges, social challenges, and we haven't really got round to how we fix education and the health service too. So I'm hoping it'll be Penny Mordaunt. Let's see, by next week we'll know who's going to the country and we can talk about that.